Hello, Taurus. I am Yo Spiritual Bestie, Ciara. I want to say thank you so much for stopping by at my channel. We'll get right into it for you. This reading is going to be for the middle of March. Okay, it's a mid-March reading, and I'm very, very excited. I got a couple of downloads before I started. One of them was things are starting to pay off. I know. You're probably like, what? Things are starting to pay off. Things are starting to gain momentum. You're about to start entering your happiest era, Taurus. I'm talking the sun energy. So I got a lot of the sun and justice. So things are getting righted. If there was something that happened that was not fair, that was unjust, things are starting to go into your favor at this time, Taurus. So the energy is gaining momentum. Things are picking up pace. Things are paying off. All the work you've done, all the due diligence you've done, all the research you've done, it is paying off. And you know what I just heard? Am I doing all of this for nothing? The answer is no, Taurus. So if you've been asking yourself, am I doing all this for nothing? Like, this is getting too hard. This is hard. Like, having to keep up my strength is hard. This is hard. Life is hard. I want you to know that things are going to start getting easy for you soon, okay? So I just want to let you know, Taurus, that things are on the up and up for you. And I'm excited as your spiritual bestie, right? So we'll get straight into your messages for the middle of March. Let's see what's going on for you at this time, Taurus. For Taurus, okay. Perfect. Got round and round at the bottom of the deck, which is a very continuous cycle energy. But the thing is, I kept getting the ending of a cycle. I feel like for a while you might have been in an energy of like a cycle going round and round, right? Feeling like it's a never-ending cycle. But things are starting to come to a close. Things are starting to pay off. I'm hearing you're about to actually get towards the climax of the book, right? You're about to get to the part of the book where it gets fun and interesting for you, Taurus. So that things that have not been working for you won't stay that way. So for Taurus, for the middle of March, Spirit, ooh, wasn't expecting two to come out. So we'll talk about these in a minute, okay? I just want to get the cards out first. Oh, chop wood. Okay, we'll talk about that in a moment. Okay, chop wood, weasel, road runner. We'll talk about those soon. Let's see. For Taurus, what do they need to know, Spirit? Please use this Moonology deck to get us a message for Taurus at this time, middle of March. What do they need to know? Middle of March, Spirit. What does Taurus need to know at this time? Okay. Okay. And that's the full moon in Scorpio. So let's just kind of spread everything out a bit. And we'll talk about them in a moment, okay? Just want to make sure. Perfect. So everything is looking beautiful in my camera view. So let's talk about it, right? So the first message we got for you, Taurus, is chop wood. And we'll actually go into detail regarding this. This came from my Wisdom Oracle deck. It's the number 42. So let's just take a look. I know chop wood does talk about blessings in like the everyday life, right? Just enjoying things in your everyday life and finding blessings within the everyday life. It's so easy sometimes for us, Taurus, to kind of like, you know, laser like focus when you're just like, this is what I want. This is what I'm going to do. And you're just running towards that goal, but we don't take the time to just enjoy the present. And I think right now Spirit is asking you to focus more in on your present at this time. Like, what does your present look like? What does your energy look like? Enjoy what you have. So for chopped wood, the keywords are being grounded in everyday experiences and humility. All right, so the Oracle message says, there are times when the big dream is meant to lie dormant in your consciousness so that you can pay attention to the simple chores in your life. Consider why pruning a tree is the forerunner of delighting in the beautiful blossoms when it's in full bloom. The mundane act of pulling off dead leaves, watering the soil, and then leaving it to be to let nature take its course is an important step in manifestation. Taking your attention away from your goal brings you into a state of receptivity. This is the deeper purpose for releasing attachment, Taurus. When you engage in everyday tasks in a meditative, contemplative way, you clear your energy to receive your aha moments, which brings you ever closer to what you seek. I love that. Okay, I got several downloads while I was reading that. So one of the things I saw, I'm going to go with the most recent thing I can think of, and then I'll go into the other one because it's a little bit longer. So I got two downloads. So one of the downloads I got was, and I've said this before, and I'm sure your mamas, my mama said this to me, my family, but they always say like things won't go fast if you're watching the clock, right? So I'm just getting towards something that's happening is that mentioned in the Wisdom Oracle deck just now when I was reading it was them saying basically, don't watch the clock, right? Don't wait and watch for the blessing, the dream to take place. Do the maintenance first. There's a need to really focus in on the maintenance of things. Don't think about the end goal. Think about all the little details that leads up to the end goal. And then the other detail I got was when they were talking about like pruning the tree, they were like removing the dead leaves, watering the soil, like that part. I just saw like hands covered in like gloves in a garden, right? And I just saw like a beautiful garden, but like someone tending to their garden. And the thing is, gardening is not easy. Things don't happen overnight. They take tremendous patience. You know what I mean? With gardening, you kind of take your will out of the situation, and you let that seed do what it needs to do. I was gonna say do its thing. But there is a need for you to take the foot off the gas. Take your hand off of the end goals, or like take your hand off the clock. Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm making sense to you, Taurus. Comment down below if I'm making sense. But there's a need for you to take your hands off of a situation to focus in on the other things that will lead to a greater outcome, right? So there is a need to tend to a garden, so to speak, in a scenario type of way. Whatever your dream is, there's a need for you to do some of the little mundane work that maybe you've been bypassing. So let's say, example, you want to be a singer, a top singer. So what you keep thinking about those end goals of what top singer looks like, but actually, you know, Spirit might be saying, focus on your everyday life, focus on the vocal lessons you have with your coach every Saturday or Sunday or whatever day you have it, right? Focus in on the little things you do. And if you don't have a vocal coach, are you singing every day? Are you practicing your notes? Are you getting inspired, right? It's doing the little mundane things. Are you drinking, you know, your tea? You're taking care of your vocal cords? Are you doing warm-up exercises? Like, there's a need for you to kind of take care of the initial things in order for things to properly grow. The thing is, things are gaining momentum, but there is a need for you to not think about the timing of the momentum and just trust the process. There we go. Ooh, I'm cooking. Baby, let me cook, okay? I'm saying there's a need for you to just sit back and enjoy the journey, right? Don't focus on the end game. Don't focus on the destination. Focus on the journey and all the little steps you take within that journey and how beautiful they are. Stop and smell the roses. You're not in a rush, right? You know, stop and say hello to the birds, like feed an acorn to a squirrel. I don't know, but there's a need for you to really enjoy the here and now and in the little mundane things that make up our everyday life. Because first of all, I do think there's miracles in your everyday life, right? That we bypass and we only see the end goal and wonder when we're gonna have it. There's a need for you to kind of sit in your gratitude, sit in your grace, sit in your thankfulness, right? That things are working, that even if it's not going as fast as you want it, you see steps, right? It's the little things. That's what I'm saying, Taurus. There's a need for you to pay attention and enjoy the little things. Now, The weasel spirit here says, be silent, pay attention, and simply observe with your eyes, ears, and physical feelings what is happening inside and all around you. So yeah, there's a need for you to slow down. There's a need for you to slow down, to take time to enjoy the journey, to pay attention. I feel like also you might be going so fast that you're missing things in the middle of March, Taurus. And there's a need for you to kind of like, I'm hearing get back to the basics. There's a need for you to slow down, take it easy. Roadrunner says, keep your sense of humor and don't take things so seriously. Yes, so there should be more fun for you, Taurus. There's a need for you to enjoy more, have fun more, do more things that you enjoy. Because I think when it comes to the messages so far, I feel like you're not enjoying the journey. I feel like you're so focused on the end goal, so focused on like getting to that dream, that goal, that Ace of Pentacles, right? That tasty treat. That you're forgetting all the things that led up to that treat, right? All the things that leads up to the Ace of Pentacles. There's a need for you to nurture and balance and organize and enjoy and find happiness in the everyday things, and find humor in it even. There's a need for you to kind of step back and just enjoy life. Maybe instead of being so stressed, maybe there's a need for you to maybe go outside, right? Go dance in some nature. I don't know. You know, have fun. Do something fun. Go to a poetry lounge. Read poetry. You know, just randomly decide to go to like a Bath and Body Works and sniff all the candles. I don't know. I'm just naming things that you can do to shake up your life and shake up your energy. There's a need for you to shift out your energy. Because with the full moon in Scorpio, it says it's a time to release negativity. I don't think you're in a negative place, Taurus, but I do think that there may have been stuff in the past that has happened that still triggers you or still make you feel, I was going to say insecure, but make you feel some type of way. And there might be a need to do a deep release. You know what's so funny? Today I'm filming on a full moon, actually. So there is a need for you to, not a full moon in Scorpio, but it is a full moon today, from where I'm filming it. But there is a need for you to release. There is a need for you to let go, right? I'm also getting like some of the things that maybe you haven't released might be blocking you from the momentum you're trying to gain. So there might be a need for you to really sit down with yourself, check in with yourself, make sure. And that might be also why they need you to slow down with the weasel spirit and kind of just check in with yourself, not just with your goals, but there might be a need for you to like take a self-care day, check in with yourself, make sure you're okay. And if you find things that are not of you, not of your vibration, and you're like, hey, I need to get rid of that, I need to release that, spend some time with releasing it, right? Releasing is different for everyone, but what I find it easiest for me is really praying, right? Really talking to my spirit guides and telling them like, this is what I felt inside of me. This is what I want to let go. Help me to let go. Help me to release this. And a lot of times it's me crying. I'm a crybaby though. So, but there's this need for you to kind of just let go and release some things, and only you know what's best for you to release. So if you're unsure, then maybe take some time out to really reevaluate yourself, your emotions. Do a deep dive, right? King of Cups. Do a deep dive within yourself to see what needs to be adjusted or what needs to be acknowledged, I should say. Because sometimes it's not even just, yes, there's a release, but sometimes there is a need to acknowledge something in order to release. I know I've been rambling towards, but I have a bad habit of not knowing, like my bad habit, sorry. I have this bad habit of wanting to pressure myself to be quick. Like, oh my God, why am I not over this? I should just be fine already. You know, that's something I've battled with. I'm always working on. And I think I talked about it in a previous reading. I just don't know whose. But one of the things I'm learning is sometimes with me, I have trouble acknowledging the things that bother me or the negativity I need to release. Instead, I think I need to shove it away and put it in a closet. But I'm realizing that like when you do that, you're not giving it the acknowledgement or attention that it needs in order to be released. So sometimes it's just recognizing something, acknowledging it so you can let go and release, right? Okay. let's get into it, yeah. All right, so for Taurus, mid-March, what is their overall energy for mid-March? Mid-March for, oh, what? No way! Sorry if I blew your ears off, Taurus. What? Okay, do you see this? You saw that, right? You saw that. Okay. We're gonna talk about it in a minute. We're gonna talk about it in a minute. I'm like, I've never had that happen before, Taurus. Like, I've never had both of them fly out like that. Like, they flew out. You saw, okay, I'm done. Okay. What's coming in for them, for Taurus, in the middle of March? What's coming in for them? Interesting, okay. All right, challenge for the middle of March for Taurus, Spirit. Okay. I keep getting 2 cards coming out. Interesting. We'll take both because that's a message right there. I'm trying to keep them all together. And then one more. Can I have a final resolution for Taurus? Final resolution card. Just one, please. Just one, please. Okay. All right. So this is where we're getting started. And you got the 9 of Wands at the bottom, Taurus. So that is that wounded warrior energy that's tired, that's exhausted, that's the I've been fighting for a long time, when does this end type of energy. Jeez Louise, Taurus, you got a lot happening here, but we'll talk about it. So I'm just gonna kind of try to clean up my layout. Okay, Taurus, let's talk about it. So your overall energy is the Empress and the Emperor, right? The first thing I got that I'm sure everybody probably thought was love, right? The Emperor and the Empress are literally the mother and the father of tarot. They are the queen and the king of tarot, right? They're like, the Emperor is all of the kings put in one. The Empress is all the queens put in one. So there is this energy of there might be a partnership happening or taking place, meeting your match, right? In the middle of March. I got a second message, but we'll talk about it when I get to the 10 of Swords. But you might be meeting your perfect match, right? Or it could be just you meeting someone who just really matches your vibe or matches your energy. Another thing that I got also with the Empress and the Emperor, I actually thought you might be getting really aligned with your masculine and feminine side, Taurus. That's another thing I got right away. You could be tapping into your divine feminine and masculine energy, balancing the two energies. Like I said, when I did your pre-shuffle, like your meditation, I got justice, which is all about balancing. That's that Libra energy with the scales. It's getting the scales in order, getting the scales just right, right? And there is a little bit of that. I'm just going to push everything up a little bit, okay? I want you to know I'm still here. I'm just pushing everything up so I can make things a little bit more cleaner. Anyway, okay, so, but there is a little bit of that tapping into your masculine and feminine energy, being able to manage both of those energies perfectly. And that's a beautiful thing to be able to do. Not everyone can do that. Now, listen, for some of you, I got a second message, a third message, I guess I should say. The 10 of Swords. Like, y'all, listen. I told myself earlier today, as your spiritual bestie, I'm never going to just tell you what you want to hear. I'm going to tell you what you need to hear, right? This is supposed to be guidance from your spirit guides. So, 10 of Swords. You know what I heard when I was first talking about the Empress and the Emperor? I thought, when I saw the 10 of Swords, I'm like, you're ending a relationship to get with the person you want to be with. But then I was like, should I say that to them? Because then that's me saying like there might have been some cheating, right? There might have been third party situations or infidelity. And listen, first and foremost, we do not judge on this channel. This is a judgment-free zone, okay, Taurus? I don't want you to think that there is any like judgment in what I'm saying. There's not. None whatsoever. I guess what I'm trying to say is there is an ending happening that's coming in. But I don't think it's with this Emperor or this Empress. Vice versa. You get what I'm trying to say? So it feels like there is a third party situation where there is an ending taking place. But we'll clarify it. So why the Empress and the Emperor for Taurus for the middle of March? This is so interesting. Empress, Emperor. Okay. Taurus. 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 Okay. Lovers at the bottom. This is not a love reading, by the way. This was never meant to be a love reading. But like, it's kind of like what it's turning into, Taurus. What the heck? Ten of Cups is all about happy life, happy family, a divine love. Like, this divine love is not just a run-of-the-mill type of love. You know what I mean? It's a deep-rooted, deep spiritual connection type of love. It's a rich love. It's an understanding love. It also is a time of happiness, fulfillment, right? And one thing I do love about the Ten of Cups is they talk about the Ten of Cups as the Ten of Cups is choosing to be happy in the life that you have. Ten of Cups is literally deciding to be happy with what you have and embracing what you have. But Ten of Cups also does bring in a lot of happiness and stability, and also like it's a very much a family card. It's a total love and support type of card with both pairings. And the fact that it came out with the Lovers and the Empress and the Emperor. So I will say this also with the Lovers, it can also represent a choice needing to be made. Ooh, Taurus. What's going on, babes? With that Nine of Wands over there in the Lovers, I have to do it. But I'm scared. I have to do it, but I'm scared. You know what song I got? Honestly, Taurus, I did not think it was going to go in this direction. So I will start by saying this is a general reading, by the way. I did not mention this. Please take everything with a grain of salt, right? If it resonates, great. If it does not, you don't have to acknowledge it. You don't have to agree, especially with not every single thing in the reading is going to hit home for all of you, right? It's so many of us in the world. I doubt I'm going to get a reading that every single person is going to be affected by. But for the people who are affected by it, hello. But if not, try your sun, moon, rising signs. I also do Virgo and also Capricorn readings, Taurus. So it's not just you. I do those too as well. And I'm specialized in doing earth signs at this time. So I just wanted to say that before I continue. Okay. So Taurus, I might edit this out or I might keep it. I don't know. I'm just going to say it. Taurus. The song I heard, I don't know if any of you like Jasmine Sullivan. I do. She has this song, I'm in love with another man. And the whole song is her saying that she's literally in love with another man. She's like, I know I'm supposed to be with you and you treat me really well. Like we work, but you're just not what I'm looking for. Like we just don't match up anymore. But I found somebody who does match my vibe, who does match my energy, who does match what I'm looking for. And I've fallen in love and I have to let you go. And it's like literally the song is even saying like, you can find someone else who will completely adore you and accept you and love you, and love with all the things you've done for me, for them. But I'm just not the person you're looking for right now. I'm not that person. And, not saying any of you have been in a third party situation. For some of you, this could be in the past, right? But the Ten of Swords is in the area of what's coming in for you. But what I'm saying is you could have been with a past person that now there's an ending, but you're meeting someone who is more of what you've been looking for, right? Instead of the past person. That's what I'm trying to say. So take everything, how it resonates. But it does look like you're in a very abundant, happy filled time. And the thing that I also love about the Empress and Emperor, the Emperor is like, stability, strong, in the original tarot, he's wearing like body armor, like he's ready for battle. Like he's a very like masculine, prominent card. Whereas the Empress is very soft, very sweet. Like in her original card, she has like a staff and she makes, like she can wave the staff and she creates wheat. She's all about fertility and rebirth and growth and prosperity and abundance. Whereas he is about, you know, determination, strength. So it's like one without the other. Like those two together actually really balances out those two energies, right? One is very sweet and soft. One is more hard and stern. And with those two together, you find the perfect balance. You find the perfect mix. And with the Ten of Cups, like I said, it could be that you're just tapping into your higher self, tapping into, you know, your masculine, your feminine energy, and really learning how to be happy within yourself. But for some of you, there is some love there, right? And for some of you, there is a choice that needs to be made, and that you're trying to release, right? You're trying to release that negativity. You're trying to release whatever it is that needs to be let go of, right? Why the Ten of Swords from the middle of March for Taurus? Why the Ten of... Okay. Got the Eight of Wands at the bottom, which is news coming in. But we got the King of Wands. So another king. We got the King of Wands and the King of Cups here. So, and also these are two major arcanas, which is pretty cool. So those are the two major arcanas that are currently out. But with the King of Wands, there could be an ending with a fire sign, right? Could be an ending with someone who just isn't matching your energy. Like, I was about to say this. See, I feel like I've been really wanting to say some off-the-wall stuff, Taurus. I don't know what your reading is doing to me. But, like, I was going to say, who wants a King of Wands when you have an Emperor? Yikes. Okay. But what I'm saying is you could be ending something with a fire sign, or you could be leaving a job even. King of Wands has multiple different qualities, right? King of Wands is a natural leader. He's the innovative. He's the boss. He's the entrepreneur, right? He is the person who's going to get the job done. The downside with the King of Wands is he can be considered egotistical, misogynistic. He can also be quite belittling, and he does have this ego that can be very cocky and a bit toxic, right? So those are some of the traits with the King of Wands that we are aware of when you do your research on the King of Wands. But it's like there is an ending taking place. And if the person is not a fire sign, right, it could be a boss, right? That's why I'm saying an ending with a job. Or for some of you, it could even be ending your career, or changing careers, or ending your business, deciding to go in a different route or a different direction, falling in love with something new that's not business related, right? Or your previous business related, I should say. So there is something happening. And like I said, since there's so many of you out there, Taurus, that'll be up to you to decide where this resonates for you. But there is an ending taking place. So we got 2 10s. So some of you could be seeing 42, 42, 222, 444, and also 10 10. You also could be seeing 333 as well, because we got 3 of Swords and 3 of Pentacles here. I'm also getting Casey for some reason. So some of you could be named Casey, or Thomas, or Tom. But we'll keep going. Like I said, it just really depends on how this resonates for you for what's coming in. And it's funny because you also got the 8 of Wands. That's news coming in. That's communication coming in. So there could be an ending taking place with a new opportunity from a business, a new opportunity for a job, a new opportunity for something coming in. This also can be the card of air travel as well, or decisions needing to be made. And the fact that we just got the Lovers, which is also a decision-based card, there is definitely going to be some decisions happening in the middle of March for you, Taurus, where you might have to start thinking about things a little bit more carefully. There might be a need for you to slow down and really think about some things. I'm hearing flexibility is key right now. They don't want you to make decisions quickly. They want you to make decisions in a slower pace, in a more careful pace, Taurus, for the middle of March. Not saying you're going to run into trouble. You could, but I'm just getting like there is a need for you to kind of slow down and pay attention to the fine print. So some news could be coming in. Something could be coming in. You know what? Also, you could be getting news about this fire sign that causes you to end things in a communication, in something, right? So like I said, however it resonates for you, with that 8 of Wands in the mix. There is definitely some communication. I'm hearing some gust of wind, right? Some pickup. So there is a lot more energy coming in towards you, Taurus, at this time. So I'm also getting you might be pretty busy, but there might be a need for you to slow down. You know what? I just heard two things. I heard distractions. And then I also heard like, don't let them distract you. So there might be someone who is trying to distract you from details, or making you do something quickly, make a decision quickly. There's a need to be flexible. There's a need to be bold and stand up for yourself and be assertive. But there is a need for you to really slow down and pay attention to the fine print for some of you. Or, you know what else I heard? There is also a need for you to pay attention to what people are asking of you. That's the one right there. I heard ding, ding, ding. There's a need for you to listen to what people are like, not listen, let me see. Actions are louder than words. That's what I'm going to say. There's a need for you to really take into consideration people's actions, what they've done versus what they said they're going to do. And there's a need for you to evaluate from there. There's a need for you to really consider the people that are in your life, the support that are in your life, and what the roles they play in your life as well. I'm hearing there's a need for you to really do a big evaluation, not just on yourself, but for the others in your life. Because there might be someone who is putting up blockages on you on purpose with those distractions. There could be someone who has hidden motives or agendas. But let's keep going. Like I said, that's up to you to kind of dig into further on your own personal life, right? All right, so why the 3 of Swords, King of Cups? Okay. I do also want to say, I'm not going to flip it yet, and I'm not going to show you the bottom yet. So I want to say with the 3 of Swords, King of Cups, this beautiful energy. This is your challenge energy with 3 of Swords, King of Cups. Now, 3 of Swords is heartbreak, right? It's sadness, it's insecurities, it's feeling like, you know, it's pain, it's harsh, right? It is a heartbreak. And with the King of Cups, that's a healing, right? That's deep emotional healing. That's deep understanding. That's going into your deep emotions. And that's that release, right? That negative release. It's realizing all of the things that have hurt you with that 3 of Swords and being able to release them. And so the clarity card for it is the 4 of Pentacles. And then you also got the 5 of Wands at the bottom of the deck here. 5 of Wands, which can talk about conflict, right? So there might be a conflict to do with your money. And that might be one of the issues you're experiencing. But I'm also getting that the conflict with money might be from another party, right? I'm just getting like there might have been like a roommate situation, right? Where you have a roommate, you guys split the bill, and there was an issue happening where you had to end that. And now there's a heartbreak, right? Because the thing is, this ending is not easy. People make it seem like when you have a 10 of Swords that it's just an ending, you're done and you're moving on. But the thing is, it is quite painful, right? Losing a friend, losing a loved one, losing a lover, right? Not saying like they're passing away, but like for some of you, there might have been someone who passed away. But for others of you, there might have been a decision where you've decided to cut ties or end something that just was not benefiting you or harming you, and may have been playing around with your finances a little bit. And so it's like there's that pain there, yeah, that you're healing, but you also are being put in a little bit more of a financial bind because of that person, that issue, that drama, right? So there might have been a conflict that was taking place where you... 5 of Wands, that conflict where you had to kind of put your foot down and do some healing and some soul searching, but also just decide to cut ties altogether, right? There might have been a need for you to cut those ties and heal. And the challenge could be just going through the healing, right? The challenge could even be you're having a hard time healing when things are hard. And I'll explain. You know how like when things are really, really hard, right? And you're healing, right? And you're trying to feel better and heal and work on yourself and release, right? You're going through your spiritual awakening, what they call it, the dark night of the soul, right? You're going through that type of situation of things just you just are sitting with yourself and trying to go and work through this. But it's like you keep getting the bills, right? This is due, that's due, the rent's due, da-da-da. Whatever it is due, it's due. And it's like, it's almost like I'm almost getting like you're spiraling. Like there is a little bit of this energy of like, I want to heal, I want to make this work. But when I look at my bills, when I look at my finances, I spiral. The other second message I'm also getting is with the Four of Pentacles, there is also the answer to the Four of Pentacles is to release and to let go and to surrender, right? Sometimes we cannot change things that happen to us. And sometimes we cannot, like, I've been learning to focus on the things I can control and releasing the things I cannot control. And so there might be a need for you, Taurus, to just release it this time. And so what I mean by that is there might have been a painful heartbreak. There might have been some healing done, but you might be, I'm hearing like that last little step, that last little release, you're holding on to it because you're afraid and you're a little scared to fully let go. But there's a need for you to let go because there is a conflict from it. I'm also getting there is a conflict from your, and I'm just gonna be honest, because I with the Five of Swords underneath it was the Judgment. So I feel like they're literally saying you could be blocking your next blessing, blocking your new era that's wanting to come in at you at this time, Taurus, because you're holding on tightly to something from the past that no longer serves you. There's a need for you to release those negative energies and let go and receive the new, because right here, that's new energy. That's abundant energy. That's overflow energy. That is literally the energy I was talking about when I first started, which is momentum gaining, things paying off, things working in your favor. But there's a need for you to tidy up. There's a need for you to release, let go, and tidy up and really focus in on those minor details. And to really surrender and let go and trust that you will. You know what I just heard? Like, trust that you will be caught, right? There's a little bit of a trust fall happening for you, Taurus. There's a need for you to let go and trust that things are going to work out in your favor, even though you cannot see it. All right, last one. Why the Three of Pentacles for Taurus for the resolution? Standing your ground. So you got the Three of, okay, and the Four of Wands at the bottom here, which is a contract, can be a marriage or proposal. So with the Three of Pentacles, that's something working in your favor, right? The resolution is you working, right? Three of Pentacles also can talk about being put on a pedestal. It can be learning something new, learning a new craft, or you teaching a new craft even. But I'm also getting like you standing your ground towards things that you deserve with the Three of Pentacles. I'm standing my ground. I'm standing your ground on your values, on your beliefs. And honestly, like for some of you, like I said, this could be love, where you're like deciding to stand your ground on what you deserve and what you want out of love, what you desire out of marriage, right? What you desire out of your job and a contract, what you desire out of whatever the case may be, a friendship, right? A family. And Four of Wands, yes, it's a marriage or proposal, but it also is a finish line. It's a celebration. It's a harvest. It's a victory. It's literally also can be very a supportive card, connecting with your spirit tribe and your family, right? The people who get you, I should say. And there is a need for you to stand your ground towards the things you deserve to get what you want. Because this Nine of Wands is where you are if you don't stand your ground. Once you start standing your ground, speaking up, letting things fully go, this starts to transform to a Four of Wands, a completion. The fact that we have two tens here, there are two deep completions happening and new beginnings wanting to take place. And that Four of Wands at the very end is just confirming it. There is a finish line here, Taurus. You're about to reach your next era. You're about to end this book and open up a fresh book, a fresh page, a fresh story. I'm hearing like your story that you've been telling is about to end, right? You're about to actually be the character, the person you've always wanted to be. But there is a need to let go, to release those negative energies, the people that no longer serve you, the people that are on those low vibrations. And there's a need for you to put in the work, right? Don't daydream about the finish line. Put in the work towards it. It's little steps by steps, because I'm getting that every time you make a little step, they're carrying you even further. So there is a need for you to put in the work, but there also is a need to heal and to take care of yourself and to release. I know that was a lot for the middle of the month, Taurus. I just want to say thank you for stopping by for Yo Spiritual Bestie. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please give me a thumbs up, comment, like, subscribe to my channel. Let's be besties, for real. I really want to connect and create a spiritual bestie community where we can all just uplift each other, right? And really keep each other in like good, positive, beautiful energy. So I just want to say thank you so much for stopping by. I hope the rest of your month of March is amazing. And I will see you in my next reading, okay? Okay, Taurus. So I'm sending you love, light, peace, and harmony wherever you are. Have an amazing March, my loves. Bye.